welcome to a brand new episode of the Grace Taproom Podcast. I'm your co-host Mike, and with me as always is my lovely wife and the one woman that thinks dogs can't look up, the Trash Can Tabby. How the heck are you?
I'm good. And dogs can look up.
Yes.
I don't care what Big Tony or Big Al.
What Big Al says.
Big Al says.
Big Al says dogs can't look up.
Lies. There's one sitting right next to me. We can find out.
Yeah, Lucy. Can you look? See? Looking up.
Oh, there it is. She looked up.
Sorry, Big Al, you're wrong. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this episode, we will be reviewing again revisiting 2004's Shaun of the Dead. So let's take a car, go to Mom's, kill Philip, grab Liz, go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint, and wait for this podcast to blow over.
That was good. That was a good one. That was a very good one.
I worked really hard on that, on replacing a word.
A word.
And
One
what
word.
Shaun says.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
did a good job.
Thank you.
So, 2004 Shaun of the Dead stars Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Kate Ashfield, Peter Serafinowicz, Lucy Davis, and Dylan Moran, and of course Bill Nye. There's other people, but
Yeah.
Penelope Wilton, Shaun's mom, Barbara. So.
Yes. Lovely woman.
Lovely lady.
She's motherfucker. Shaun.
Motherfucker. Shaun. We're coming to get you, Barbara.
Oh, what a fantastic film this is.
It's in my top 10 favorite.
Is it?
Zombies.
Okay.
I feel like I have to have specific categories for each of my favorite top 10s.
Yeah.
You know, like horror movies, zombie movies, slasher movies, fantasy, sci-fi, fiction. You know, like
Right.
I have like I have a top 5, but everything is a good movie to me.
I'm like that too. I don't really have like a favorite movie.
Oh, I have a favorite movie.
What is it, 1978's Halloween?
No.
Oh.
2003's Return of the King.
Oh, yeah, duh. Halloween's your favorite horror movie.
See, that's what I said. I need different subgenres.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Yeah. 2003.
Yes.
Return of the King. That's
Awesome.
what I said.
Yep. Awesome movie. So in this movie's really interesting. Do you remember the first time you saw it?
I want to say it was a couple of years after it came out because it did come out. I mean, high school, but I didn't get to really watch a whole lot of scary movies when I was younger. It was one of those red boxed.
Okay.
Kind of things.
When Redbox was starting to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
it was either like the red box or Blockbuster or something like a rental.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool, zombies.
Right.
Popped it in and fell in love.
Yeah. Laugh the whole way through.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part.
I mean, I'm used to the dry comedy of the British.
Yeah. Well, you grew up on a lot of British comedy stuff with the BBC and the PBS and stuff.
PBS, KET, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, Jay and I would sit around and watch, like, Masterpiece Theater, Keeping Up Appearances, Are You Being Served, all of the British TV shows.
Was the Red Green show? Was that Green Red? Is that a British?
It's not a British. It's Canadian.
Oh, okay.
It's Canadian and
It's Ryan Reynolds-ish.
it is. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds country.
No, so it was not there.
Yeah, I think the first time I didn't see this in theaters either. I was at a buddy's house and he had Redboxed it.
Yeah.
And we watched it and hang out in his basement and watched it. And it was
It's dumb funny.
yeah, instant love at first sight with this movie. And I've been a huge fan of it for the 20 years that it has been out.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
It makes you feel old because we celebrate our 20th
High school.
high school reunion,
Yeah.
like the graduation.
Yep.
This year.
This is a senior year movie for us.
It's slapstick, but not slapstick. I
Yeah.
mean, it kind of is, but it isn't to me.
It's a buddy comedy.
It is a very good buddy comedy.
Yeah, except for David.
Their
Fuck
chemistry-
that
Fuck David.
guy. He is a dick.
Their chemistry, though, is so good. Ed and Shaun, Simon Pegg,
Yeah.
and Nick Frost.
Oh yeah, they're obvious. their chemistry in this movie really shines to the fact that they're like best friends in real life, and they work so well together. And then you have Edgar Wright directing, who is kind of like
Also wrote
the
it.
third part of that best friend group.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's the trio.
Right. And just the them together is awesome. And I think that's what made the whole Cornetto trilogy so great.
Worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where they have like all their friends like working on this together.
So, I mean, it opens with everybody going about their day, their normal
The
lives.
Winchester.
Yep. And then we see what did you say when we were watching it the other night? It's the series of events.
There's yeah. After
That you didn't know.
at the Winchester when because that's kind of where it really opens. It's like that shot of Shaun sitting there and Liz is talking to him. And one of the little bits that I like in it is when Shaun is talking and he says, talking about Lucy and David, he goes,
You mean David and Di?
or David and Di, yeah,
Diana.
Diana.
Yeah.
Her real name, Lucy Davis, is the
Lucy.
actress.
Yeah.
But David and Di, and he goes, it's not that I don't like David and Diana. Guys, it's not that I don't like you. And they're sitting right there.
It's okay.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then Liz says to Shaun, it's not that I don't like Ed. Ed, it's not that I don't like you. He goes, oh, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. And he goes back to playing his arcade game or casino game or whatever that is. I like that little joke in there. But yeah, and then the opening, like the credit sequence, you get sort of like a series of event. It shows you kind of like the series of events because it starts off, they go to the grocery, you see that shot in the grocery store, and Mary is at the register, and then outside the cart pusher, he's pushing the carts, who at the end we see him as a zombie still at work, pushing his carts, and then the people at the bus stop who are later standing outside of the Winchester staring at the group and all that. And it was a really cool little thing that I think Edgar Wright
Did really
shot.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the soccer ball kid.
Yep. And the homeless guy.
Yeah, before we
the
saw
store
Mary.
owner.
Yeah. Yeah, the shop owner.
The shop owner. Yep. Which is like, that was his morning routine. But those are the people they ran into
Yeah.
on their way out.
Right. I thought that was really cool.
Yep. The way he went into the shop. What was you said you wanted to know what that can was.
Yeah, there's a soda in the cooler the next day where Shaun opens it up. He doesn't pick up the can. I just kind of saw it in the background, but it's like a blue can and it's got like a red stripe going down like the middle of it. And then there's like a little red like face or something on it too. I was just curious as to what that was. I thought maybe it's some kind of like British soda or whatever. Maybe like a specialty Pepsi can or something like that even, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to Google it or ask the boys that are across the pond about it.
All of them, yeah. There's a lot.
We have a lot of
We
them.
have a lot of pals across the pond. But yeah.
So, step by step, or just
Let's do it.
fun facts.
Step by step, let's go.
I have fun facts.
Okay, well,
I've
let's hit
watched the extended, or not extended, but the deleted scenes.
Okay.
You still need to watch storyboards too.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
That one is super cool.
Right.
It's more towards the end though, but they do have storyboards on the extras.
Okay.
If you buy the metallic casing.
Oh, yeah. We've got the metal case, the red steelbook.
Yep.
That's the
It's
one I
got
got.
cool stuff on it. The outtakes were pretty funny too.
They are.
They are pretty funny.
They are.
I didn't know that the guy playing Pete, his real name is Pete.
Mm-hmm.
And when they look at each other and they go, Pete, and he says his entire name,
Yeah.
which is Peter Sanafanowenowa.
Scanadanowitz or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. It's not Brandanaquitz because he's.
No, he's not on. He is on Parks and Rec though.
I know he is. He's the prince or whatever. Yeah. Sarah Finowit.
Peter
Serafinowicz.
Yeah.
I don't.
Something like that.
He's in a tick costume in this picture.
He played the Tick
Oh,
in the Amazon series.
that's awesome.
Yeah, he was the Tick.
I do see that Liz has done the dumping.
Yeah,
There's someone who is
dickhead thing to say.
more of a loser than you are.
Yeah.
Let me get down to some of the quotes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can quote as we go through. We're just going to try and cover some of our favorite highlights on this episode.
Yeah.
Besides the intro of it, I like when Shaun sits on the couch next to Ed, and it says "Player 1 has entered the game."
Player 2.
Or Player 2 has entered the game.
You got work.
Player 2 has left the game.
Yeah.
I know you've mentioned before you like the way that Edgar Wright did the shots. Like him brushing his teeth, him flushing the toilet.
There's one I forgot. When Shaun is at the shop, the groom.
Yeah, the groom
is in the background.
Yep.
He looks creepy alive.
He really does.
He looks creepy enough alive.
You know he's an amputee in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was his arm, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think he was ex-military, if I'm not mistaken, is what they said.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. Was he like a friend of theirs or just
somebody that
guy
they
who
just
wanted
did a
to
cast? Yeah, who
try to
wanted
be
to
an
be a
actor?
zombie. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that's cool.
See, I think if I didn't have certain appendages, like arm or leg or something, I would audition for zombie movies all day long.
Oh, 100%. Well, I remember sidetrack. There was an episode of The Walking Dead. There was a walker that didn't have legs.
Yeah.
That guy was one that Andrew Lincoln hired Greg Nicotero and Andrew Lincoln hired to try to pull a prank on Norman Reedus while he was doing an interview.
Oh yeah.
In the UK. He was a British guy.
Mm-hmm.
So they hired him, and then after that prank, they let him come on the show and be a walker.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he didn't have both of his legs were missing.
That's cool.
But yeah,
that's a fun thing.
yeah. So if I was like that, yeah, I'd be zombie auditioning left and right all day.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I like the way that they, at the beginning of the movie, within like the first 10, 15 minutes, they start implementing like things that are going to happen.
Right.
Where he, like, you're not supposed to be on your phones personally. And Liz calls him about dinner reservations. And then he's like,
Yep.
It's Liz, corporate office.
Yep. And he's on the phone.
Yeah. And then Philip shows up.
Yeah.
And he's like, your dad's here. And he's like, he's not my dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's my stepdad.
Oh, British Buzz McAllister.
No.
That's who he looks like to me. Every time I watch that movie, every time I watch Shaun of the Dead, I'm like, man, he looks like Buzz from Home Alone. He looks just like him. And he was what, 17? His character.
His character was 17.
Yeah.
I think he was actually like 23, 22, 23.
Yeah.
But yes.
He looks like he's 23 or 24 years old.
Yeah, but jeez. That's what 12-year-olds look like now.
Didn't it say that when he got a phone call while they were doing their little team meeting, that it was Ed that called him?
No, if you hear in the background,
Yeah.
you can hear, like, if you listen very carefully.
Yeah. Is it?
Well, when Ed gets the call the first time,
Yeah.
and he's like, no, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just have enough for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear the kid's voice on that phone.
Yeah.
Then if you go and listen to him when he got the phone call, you can hear Ed's voice if you listen very carefully.
So it was Ed
Him
he was
and
on the
Ed
phone
call
with.
back
That's
and
funny.
forth, yes.
I never
Ed's dealing to
I never noticed that. Yeah. And when they're sitting outside of the Winchester,
and his phone goes
yeah,
off. Yeah.
it was that kid again.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
I can't. I don't really have enough right now, man.
I have just enough for me.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right.
But yeah.
Did you want me to read some reviews?
Sure.
I'm very sad that there's 1 stars, but that's going to be on every movie that's made.
Oh yeah.
It's super sad. I'm just going to do the first one that shows up. 1 out of 10. Boring and not funny at all.
Boo.
Okay, I'm not one of these the worst movie ever gang member, but this one was really bad. I mean it. I tried so hard to enjoy a little bit, but I didn't even smile even one time. How? you don't have a sense of humor if you didn't at least crack a smile.
What's not funny about it?
He doesn't explain. He's just, I don't know how this movie can be rated an 8, but for the first time in my life, I'm giving such a confident 1. And if there was a chance to give it something lower, he said lover, not lower.
Oh, God. He can't even spell, dumbass.
I would. From the beginning to end. It's so slow, and the jokes are so bad. If you really want to watch it, fasten your seatbelts. Not to escape screaming and drinking 1 liter of coffee so that you don't sleep. It's not only the plot, but the acting was bad as well. I didn't find the characters funny. Overall, bad, and plain bad.
See, that to me, that just sounds like this dude's one of those movie Nazis.
Oh, the movie snobs, yeah.
Yeah, he's just stuck up.
I used to know one of those.
Yeah.
Nothing makes them happy.
No, they don't find joy in shit.
Mm-mm.
It's sad. How do you not think Shaun of the Dead is funny? Please point out you okay?
Sorry.
We'll be right back.
Word from
we'll keep it right here. We're out of commercials.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, allergies are so stinking bad right now.
Oh, gotta love the Midwest.
I hate it so much. I say we go further north.
I'm not against that.
Let's go. It's cooler.
Yeah.
Less tornadoes.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Awesome. I mean, there's literally a lot. A Yawn of the Dead, total rubbish, insert noun of the dead. Really, 8 out of 10. Are people insane? It's overrated. I don't care what anyone thinks. This is one of the worst films of recent years. Horrendous.
Shut the fuck up with all that bullshit.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their own wrong opinion.
Yeah. No matter how stupid it may sound.
Did you not catch the joke?
Yes.
Okay.
Their own wrong opinion.
A lot of these are, the 10 out of 10s. Long. I mean, paragraphs.
Yeah.
Of how awesome this is.
Well, there's a lot to say about it that's so good.
The original Zom rom-com.
Yeah.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Zom rom-com. And it's not really a rom-com.
Yeah.
But I mean...
Well, I mean, it's got that element in there because of Shaun and Liz.
Yeah.
Or
and Shaun and Ed.
Or David and Liz. Or, yeah, Shaun and Ed. Yeah. Ed and Barbara.
Ed and Barbara. Yeah.
Well, Ed with Barbara.
Yes. There's...
At her.
I think he's just doing it to...
Oh, to be a dick.
Yeah, to Shaun. I mean, everybody does that to their friend. Well, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Make jokes about their friends' moms.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know that firsthand because I'm not a dude.
Right.
And nobody ever made jokes
about your mom.
About my mom.
They better fucking not. I'll kill them.
She's my Barbara. She's my Barbara.
And you're her pickle.
Her pickle.
Pickle.
One of my, I mean, there's some all iconic scenes, and this is definitely a cult classic type movie.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, of course, the scene of all scenes that still to this day makes me laugh hysterically is when they're sitting on the couch and the groom walks in the door and they go. Aah!
They both, yeah, they
do something with their hands.
They do like the sparkle
face,
fingers.
Oh my god!
They lift their legs up and do sparkle fingers.
Yes.
In the air.
And it's so
and scream.
Funny, and I've seen this movie a million times, and it's still funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you notice? I did notice there was a goof.
Was there?
Yeah, I just remembered this. I wanted to state this. So when Pete, when Shaun and Ed get back from the bar, after Liz breaks up with him, and they're doing the record scratching and dancing, and he grabs the vinyl off of the record and throws it out the window.
It's electro.
He goes, "What'd you do that for? That's the second album I ever bought." Right?
Yeah.
So when the big bloke and Mary are in the backyard and they run to get the box of vinyls.
Yeah.
And Ed's going through it, naming them off. He grabs one and he goes, "That's the second album I ever bought."
It gets thrown again.
And then it gets thrown again.
I wonder if there's like a deleted scene where Shaun's like, "Stupid."
Goes back and grabs
piece of shit,
it. Yeah.
Pete. He goes out in the yard and grabs it and brings it back in.
I mean, he could have.
And then the next day, Ed throws it again.
Throws it. Yep.
It gets tossed again.
I mean, it could be, but Shaun, after Pete told him to, sort your fucking life out, mate, and then went to bed. He did end up in the kitchen, so I doubt, unless it was from the time that, Pete went upstairs, he went outside.
Yeah.
That was a fun little goof that I found.
Yeah, that is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's really fun. Stupid Ed Pete throw my CD in the fucking
I could just
yard.
He's like
fuck
stomping
him.
out there. Yeah,
Thinks he's better than me. Piece of shit.
Didn't you? When they're in the bar too, in the Winchester. What did you brought up a good point about the storylines of.
Oh, after
how they all died or something.
After Liz and Shaun split up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was before that, before the Pete run in at the house, because they were already drunk playing electro then. But no, so Ed's trying to cheer Shaun up,
right?
And Ed puts this plan together, and it was really cool because, and I never really picked up on it until recently. But what it is it's basically Ed explaining everything, starting at the next day, everything that's about to happen to them once the zombies start doing their shit. So Ed's plan, here's what he suggests. Bloody Mary first thing, Mary in the garden.
Yep.
A bite at the King's Head, Philip getting bit on the neck.
Philip.
A couple of little princesses, get a couple of little princesses, stagger back here, bang, back at the bar for shots. Which, so this foreshadows their entire day fending off zombies. The first girl zombie, Mary, his stepfather getting bitten, saving Liz and her two friends, Di and David. And then they have the gunfight at the Winchester.
Yep.
At the end.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. It's brilliant.
It's awesome.
Fucking brilliant.
And that's another cool thing that I thought Edgar did when he wrote this. Well, him and Simon wrote it.
Right.
And like a little Easter egg. Like, all right, this is the
do
last
that.
day of normalcy. Here's my plan. This is what's going down starting tomorrow. And that's how it kind of all went down.
Love it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you. I won't take credit for it. Edgar did it. Thank him when you see him.
If I see him.
Yeah, God, yeah. That'd be great.
Going back to when Shaun was in at work, and he was like, well, Mr. Sloan's out sick today, and the supervisor who would be here, he's talking to his team, to the team, and he's, I actually use that whenever I have to lead a group at work or something.
Yeah.
So, I'll start off as an icebreaker just to make everybody laugh, but people don't get it.
Right.
They really don't get it.
Yeah.
As Mr. Sloan always says, there's no I in team, but there is an I in meat pie, which is an anagram of team.
Yeah.
Meat is an anagram of team, and I don't know what he's talking about. So, yeah, that's usually a good icebreaker.
Yeah.
And like I said, nobody gets it.
That's okay.
It's sad because they probably have never seen Shaun of the Dead, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Poor unfortunate.
Well, I guess if you knew your coworkers, do you think that's maybe you would expect of them to have seen it at some point in their life?
No.
See?
Because my coworkers are completely different.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've worked.
Right.
Every time I think of Pete screaming, it's 4 a.m.
It's Saturday.
No, it's not. It's fucking Sunday, and I have to go to work in 4 fucking hours because every fucking... what was it? Every
person in my office is fucking ill.
Every other fucker in my fucking department is fucking ill. Now can you see why I'm so fucking angry? And then Ed. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. What happened to your hand? I got mugged on the way home.
God, quirks, one-liners, full sentences.
Yeah.
Full scenes. Great movie.
Oh yeah.
I like the zombie makeups.
Mm-hmm.
The makeups were really cool too.
Yeah.
And like you brought up before too, again, is the Z word.
Yes. So that was another cool thing I noticed, because if you go back and watch any zombie movie ever, that word they're not referred to as that.
Nope.
I mean, they're geeks, walkers, biters, lame brains, pretty much anything else that can describe something that's just mentally not there, you know? So, and then when Ed referred to them as zombies and Shaun said,
Don't say the Z word.
Yeah, don't say the Z word. What Z word? Zombies, don't say that. So I guess they kind of wanted to keep it. And that's really the only time that they're ever referred to as anything in this.
Yeah. I mean, they don't
I've
call
noticed.
them biters, walkers.
Yeah. Any of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't even call them zombies in Walking Dead.
No.
Any of the universes.
They're walkers.
Yep.
For the most part.
Or biters.
Walkers, biters, geeks, and lame brains. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what they are.
The dead.
Yeah, the dead.
The dead.
So let's go to Liz's apartment. The zombies are there. And Shaun gave his plan of get Liz, kill Philip, or get Mom, save Liz, get Mom, kill Philip, save
go
Liz.
to Liz, save Liz, go to the Winchester,
have a nice cold pint, which is pretty much the plan that they try to end up doing.
Right. I mean, they did technically in the end.
Yeah.
Philip kind of killed himself.
And then there's the piece of shit David.
David. Fucking David.
So how do you feel about David if he was in your friend group?
He wouldn't be in my friend group. No. He's honestly a piece of shit.
He really is.
I mean, he's only dating Diana to be close to Liz.
Yeah.
Because they're best friends.
Right.
And as Di stated towards the end of the movie, she's come to terms with it.
Right.
But I don't know why she's coming to terms with it. Like, she's gorgeous and he's dumb.
Yeah.
And I don't like him.
No one does.
No one really does. I mean, he's just it's a great character.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a cool show of his talent as an actor is being able to play
a douchebag.
That caliber of an asshole and making the audience really hate him. Yeah. Personal opinion.
He's what I'm trying to remember. Shaun said in the apartment the first time before Liz broke up with him, literally like minutes. He was like, "You called Di a failed actress and David a twat," and he's like, "I never called Di a failed actress."
Yeah. David is a twat.
David is such a twat. I don't understand. I really don't. He is. I'm trying to think of an equivalent type, like, I guess a pick-me boy.
Mm-hmm. You think so?
Kind of, like, hey, I'll hang out with you guys. I'll do whatever you want to do. Just let me hang out with you.
Let me be included.
Yeah, but he's gotten so comfortable with everybody that, he has to throw his 2 cents in, even though it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think so.
And him always going against what everybody else, goes with. Like, everybody's like, hey, we're going to go this way. And he's like, I want to go that way.
Yeah.
And then he's like, fine, when someone's like, come on, we're going this, or we're doing that.
Yeah.
He's, yeah. I would have gotten rid of him first off.
I think it would have been cool to see Ed beat the shit out of him.
I would have enjoyed that.
I think Ed could have fucked David up.
Oh,
hard.
100%. David's death, though, was really cool.
It was.
It was a callback.
Yeah, to the original Dawn of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Little Romero.
A little Romero action.
Squirt for your toot. Or, I don't know why I said it that way.
Squirt for your toot?
Yeah, I don't something like that. It was cool.
I mean, like, Shaun's face when David was, like, about to apologize to him. Diana was like, you don't apologize to me.
Yeah.
You need to apologize to him.
Mm-hmm.
You just tried to kill his mom, made him kill his mom.
Yeah.
And made him feel even worse.
Yeah.
And he goes, Shaun, boom, glass shatters, zombies pull him out. Everybody's grabbing an appendage, trying to pull it, and his stomach gets ripped open. His face is funny to watch in that, too. He's like...
His tongue starts to wiggle.
Yep.
That back and forth.
Yep. And there's a storyboard on that one, too.
Is there? What is it?
When Di falls back with one of his legs,
Yeah.
and she runs out of the Winchester beating zombies with David's leg.
Oh, his leg, yeah.
The storyboard is that she climbs a tree. This is what I remember. It's been years, but she climbs a tree, and I think she survives.
So we think...
I'll have to go back and rewatch it, but
you
I
think
I'm
Diana
pretty
survived?
sure I'm pretty sure she survives.
Huh. Interesting. Because she kind of ran right into that herd. I don't think a leg is good enough to fend off in such close quarters with so many against one.
Yeah.
But if she survived, I mean, she's a
was mad,
badass.
though. She was mad.
She was pretty fucking, like, she was pissed.
Yep.
I don't see why. David didn't give a fuck about her.
No.
I guess there's some kind of trauma there on her end that made her still
What
love
is it,
him.
Stockholm syndrome?
I guess.
I
I
don't
don't know.
I don't either. No one knows, but
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Very weird.
Something cool that I really enjoy in this movie is as they're walking through the alley on their way to the Winchester,
Yeah.
they run into
Yvonne.
Yvonne and her group, who is pretty much a mirrored image of Shaun and his group.
Mm-hmm.
You got Shaun and Yvonne, and then you've got Yvonne's brother at the
No.
back,
Oh,
of the
yeah,
group,
the
who
back.
is that's her
Ed.
Ed.
Yep.
Her boyfriend is played by Martin Freeman,
Yep.
Bilbo Baggins.
Not my Bilbo, but I mean he's Bilbo, but he's
okay,
not
fine.
Bilbo.
The O man,
He is the O man.
the O man, fucking O man.
We'll get to that in 2 weeks.
I'm fucking stoked
I
for
am-
World's End.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a good ep.
Oh, I hope so. But no, yeah, and then it's his her cousin in the middle, or his best friend and his girlfriend and her mom or his mom or somebody's mom.
Was Yvonne's version of David
Yes.
in her group, was that a girl?
Yes,
Okay.
I think it was. No, it was a boy. It was a boy.
Was it? Okay. And her mom was
her mom was there.
there in the back with Ed.
Hello.
Well, with her Ed, her brother.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
And I like how the group, the people are passing their mirrored selves.
Oh yeah.
They
Doing the
each
same thing.
like say the same thing to each other, and then Yvonne's brother and Ed are both on their phone. There, hey,
So
yeah, so the moms are hello. I thought that was really cool.
yep. David and his mirror. Hi.
Yeah, hello.
Well, there is a fun fact about Yvonne that we knew about, but we really didn't know.
What is it?
So when Shaun and Yvonne, that's just funny.
Yeah.
Shaun and Yvonne, when she,
Oh shit!
yeah, it rhymes.
It does.
Yeah.
God damn it. Her brother's name is Ned.
That's funny.
I just remembered that.
Was it
She
Ned?
introduced this. My brother Ned. Yeah, his name is Ned.
He mentions having I'm pretty sure he mentions having a flat with her. Like they live together. Or it was an old roommate.
Yes. Yes.
She was an old roommate, which is a throwback to
Spaced. The show that
they
they
did together.
directed by Edgar Wright.
Yep. Starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Yep. That pretty much that whole crew for the most part.
Yeah. Everybody who was in the Cornetto trilogy
Is somewhere in that
was
show.
somewhere in that show. Yeah.
Well, and there Nick Frost is this like
His best friend.
he's a patriot. He's patriot as fuck.
He likes guns and he thinks he's military.
Always wears army camo,
Oh, yeah.
a mustache,
Glasses.
a beret,
Yeah.
and has guns and grenades everywhere.
Oh, and the aviators.
Yeah, he wears aviators and gifts Shaun a landmine as a housewarming gift. Where am I going to put this? I put it over there. Just points to a corner.
Spaced is a pretty good TV show so
Free
far.
on Tubi.
It's
Both seasons.
It's quite entertaining,
It's fun. It's a fun show.
especially if you like British comedy.
Yeah.
We didn't know about it. Well, we knew about it, but we didn't take a chance because you couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Now we found it. We watched it. And we're like, oh my gosh, everybody was in the Cornetto trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So
great show.
I like the way that they incorporated her character.
Yeah.
And he said, we were roommates in college or something like
Yeah.
that. Did he say roommates in college? I'll have to go back and watch.
Maybe. Something like
I think
that.
it was something like that.
Yeah. And in that show, Simon Pegg's character is kind of like revisited when they did Paul.
Yep.
Because he's a comic book artist.
He is.
Mm-hmm. So, as they're on their journey. Oh, one of the things I wanted to bring up is there are 3 zombies in this that are legit creepy looking to me.
Yeah.
It's the guy that they hit with the car,
Oh yeah,
with
the leg
Pete's
broken.
car and his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the black kid
Oh yeah.
because I guess it's his facial expression as he's playing the character.
Oh yeah.
He
Those
just
dead eyes, even though they're contacts.
yeah. He's got his jaw just hanging.
He does really well.
It's so good. And then it's the guy who looks an awful lot like
Colin Mock.
Colin Mockery from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, I think it was the way that the blood was placed and his contacts that made him look creepy, like the shadows,
Yeah.
and the contouring they did on him. Brilliant, loved it.
Yeah, those 3 are the ones that really and
Stood out.
the biker twins. The biker
mechanic
twins.
Yeah.
Those guys too. So 5. But yeah. And then you get to see them together standing in front of the Winchester.
Yep.
With
All of them.
with the
All
whole
the zombies that we've come into contact with throughout the entire movie. I mean, as you were talking about them continuing on, and Barbara gets attacked.
Yeah.
Iconic scene
Uh-huh.
when he steps up on that child's.
Oh, on the little
Slide.
the little toy ladder or slide, yeah.
Yep. He's like, I'm gonna look over there. I'm gonna see, because Winchester's right over there. And he steps up and he looks up, holds it for about 3 seconds,
And then
steps
calls-
back down. He's like,
Is
"How
the
many
coast
are
clear? Nope.
How many are there?
Lots. I'm going to check to see if the coast is clear. Is the coast clear? Nope. How many? Lots. I love it.
And he looks like he's about to cry.
He's very worried,
Yes.
but he gets like a sense of, I
Leader-
guess, yeah, and
The leadership role where he's like, I've got to get these people to safety.
yep, and he tries to jump the fence.
He makes it.
Yeah, which is everything in the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah. he does that in every movie in the Cornetto trilogy.
I love it in Hot Fuzz when he front flips over all of the fences.
My favorite's the World's End one. I'm not going to say it here because you'll hear it in 2 weeks. Yep. Because he's drunk as shit.
He's very.
Oh man, I can't wait for that one either. The iconic as well. Dooby 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 doo. Dooby dooby
Oh.
dooby dooby doo. When they come out and
they
they're
leave
singing.
the Winchester singing.
Life
Do you know the song?
going through my mind all the time I think of you. Yep.
I get high.
I really, honestly though, I don't like that song.
Really?
Yep. I stopped one day and I listened to it.
It's a horrible song.
I don't like it. They make it great.
Yeah, it's a good song if they're the ones that are drunk
Absolutely.
and singing
I
it.
would love for them to sing that song.
But they have to be drunk to do
They
it.
have to be drunk. That is a life goal,
Yeah.
to get drunk with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost and have them sing that. Just that one part. That's all I care about.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
play the zombie.
Uh-huh.
Or bass. Waka, waka, waka. That was also, it's electro.
Yeah.
It's electro.
I was looking for the hats that they were wearing on Amazon.
Oh, when they were dancing?
Yeah, when they were doing the electro
Did you find
thing.
'em?
I did. I found 'em. I'm
You and
fucking
Gunnar
dying.
gotta get one.
I'm gonna get them.
You and Gunnar have got to get one.
Bum, 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 bum. That is fantastic. What else you got?
So, profanity. I wanted to jump into that one really quickly.
Ooh, fun.
The profanity parent's guide to Shaun of the Dead is severe. One of them says the use of the N-word by a white man.
Yeah. Yeah. Ed.
Yeah. What's up?
Yep.
Fuck is said 45 times, including paired once with mother.
Okay.
Cunt is said once. This is used in an offensive manner as he is asking, can I get you beeps a drink? Can I get you cunts a
Can
drink?
I get any of you cunts a drink?
And shit is said 7 times.
Okay.
Somebody actually sat through the entire movie and counted.
Interesting.
That's kind of fun.
That must have been like a COVID project that this
Could be.
person gave themselves.
Could be.
I mean, it checks out, I guess, for that something like that.
Yeah. Another fun fact that I just remembered is the Ed's ringtone for his phone is the exact same.
The song?
Yeah, isn't it? The
Dun, dun, dun.
no,
Not that song.
no, not the opening.
Oh, okay.
No, the game that he's playing.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Isn't
the
it
little
the
casino
same-
game.
the
Yeah.
casino game. Isn't that the same?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. So.
Okay. Yeah? No?
I don't know. I think it's the same. I
Okay.
thought it was the same. I'll probably have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I have some cool trivia facts
let's go.
that I've discovered on the interwebs.
Interwebs.
So, Shaun tells Liz that he's going to take her to, quote, the place that does all the fish. When he opens the phone book, you can see that the restaurant is literally called Fulci's Restaurant. I don't know how you say that. Fulci's Restaurant, the place that does all the fish. Lucio Fulci is a director known for his zombie movies in the Italian genre.
That's cool.
He is a zombie Italian
They
horror
really
movie.
put a lot of thought into this.
Quentin Tarantino dubbed this as one of his top 20 movies made since 1992. This is a favorite of Quentin Tarantino.
That's awesome.
So, to the people that gave this a 1-star, fuck you, Quentin Tarantino likes it.
That's all that matters.
And
is
that's
he is-
what makes
he's
it
a
good.
god among men.
So Nick Frost, this is a kind of a funny one from Nick Frost. Nick allegedly kept his balls shaved throughout the production to create a genuine need to scratch at the scratch his nuts all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. So every time you see him scratching his balls, it's because they are in fact actually itchy, and he did that on purpose. Because
That is a method actor.
he
right
wanted
there.
to keep touching his nuts through the whole movie.
Oh, speaking of, I don't know why my brain works this way, but
Yeah.
funny thing for you guys out there listening to us.
Yeah.
Gunnar wants to cosplay as Ed, and he wants you to go as Shaun.
Yeah.
He wants the I've Got Wood shirt. And I said, buddy, do you know what that means? And he says, no, what does it mean? I said, it's when you get a boner. He said, what's that mean? I said, that's when your penis gets hard. He lost his shit and started laughing. I thought it was hysterical. I said, do you still want that shirt? He goes, hell yeah, I do. Aw, he's our little Ed.
That's God damn it. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a Gunner thing.
Do you have any more?
Oh yeah, I have a few. So when Shaun and the group are leaving Liz's apartment,
Yes.
everyone is carrying weapons of some kind, but only Shaun actually hits any of the zombies. This was because only the cricket bat that Shaun was carrying was a padded fake. All of the other items were actually real weapons, and they were supposed to hit the actors, but they didn't want to hurt any of them. So they opted out of actually killing zombies in that scene because they were all carrying. What was it? There was a golf club.
Golf club. Was there a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, someone had a fire extinguisher. I think someone had a fire extinguisher. Liz had a golf club.
Yeah.
Ed still had his shovel.
Yep.
That was a real shovel. He didn't want to hit any actors and knock them out. But yeah, they were all supposed to kill zombies,
Yeah,
but
they didn't.
They decided not to.
Funny.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Well, I know when Shaun hits himself in the head with the cricket bat, that was real. When he hit himself and he goes, ow.
Oh, in the outtake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Even in the movie.
Oh, yeah, he did,
Because
didn't
he hit it in the outtake and it
Yeah.
was something different. And then he did it again and that made the movie.
Yeah.
But he really did hit himself with a real cricket bat.
In the face.
In the face.
Almost all of the bit part characters can be seen later in this movie as zombies, like the groom, the black kid, the biker twins, all that. Near the beginning of the movie, when Ed is playing on his PS2, Shaun directs him, top left, reload, good shot, etc. When the gang are in the Winchester pub and Shaun is firing at the zombies, Ed repeats exactly what Shaun instructed him to do during the Time Splitters 2 game that they were playing. Yeah. So when Ed's
Yeah.
shooting in the game, Shaun's like, do this. when Shaun is shooting the zombies with
Ed
the
was
Winchester
doing
rifle,
this.
Ed is saying the exact same thing, word for word, to him.
Top left.
Yep.
Yep.
And Shaun only hits one out of all those.
When the shells ended up on the bar and it was lit on fire and they started shooting everywhere, that did better than Shaun did.
Although sporadically hinted at, the cause of the zombie invasion is never properly explained.
Nope.
When people are about to, they keep getting interrupted by something else.
Oh, the TV stations as they're clicking through.
And actually, when they're watching, what are you doing, Brianne?
She's farting.
Oh, that's what that smell is. So, but no, all of the news anchors and stuff when they're watching TV, those are all actual local British news reporters.
They film them doing a line.
The only one I recognize the one that says remove the head or destroy the brain. I've seen him in other things before, like not from movies, but in other like
Probably
TV reports.
posted on Twitter and things like that.
Yeah, like if you ever watch BBC or something, you'll see him on there doing stuff because I think that's who he works for. The budget of this was $4 million. It took $4 million to make, and it grossed $30 million worldwide.
Nice.
So they made a nice little chunk of change off of it.
I like seeing when movies make a profit.
Yeah.
Good
Let's
movies
see.
make a profit.
I will throw one more out there. Hit the wheel, blue, and we landed on this one. Warning: spoilers.
Okay.
When Shaun is at work, he is showing a couple some televisions. As he's flipping through the channels, we see Trisha Goddard with a woman guest and a game show. At the end of the movie, we see the same woman and the game show will be on the scene on television. The woman who is dating a zombie and zombies attached to bungee cords.
Yep. I knew that one too.
Yeah.
Yep. Can I just say, Barbara's impersonation of a zombie is flawless.
Yes.
Flawless. When Diana's trying to teach them how to be zombies, and she looks over and she's like, Barbara, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And then they're walking down the street.
Yeah.
If you listen to each person and their zombie voices, Barbara's is,
You know what it sounded like to me? You know those old school,
90s.
like spooky, not even 90s, but like those old timey, like from the 50s and 60s, those spooky Halloween novelty sound bites. I think it sounds like that's what she's kind of trying to mimic.
Barbara is not the brightest crown in the crown box.
She's not, but she's really sweet.
That's it. That's really sweet.
I think she's just going along because her son's there, and she wants to seem cool in front of like her son and his friends.
Oh, yeah.
And she's happy to finally meet Liz.
Oh, even though it was under weird circumstances.
It was under horrible circumstances.
Well, she had to sit like almost on top of her in the car.
Yeah. I do think it's cool how Shaun and Philip made amends as he was dying.
Yeah.
And Philip told him, you're a good boy. I know I'm not your real father, but I just want you to know that I do love you.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of you and the man that you are and all that. I thought that was, and then Shaun started to cry, and that was really sweet.
Mom, Philip's dead. No, he's not. What?
And, yeah, Philip. And then,
his makeup was on point too.
there is a moment that we didn't touch on, but I really think we need to.
Which is?
So Ed's got the music blaring in the car as Philip is alive, or re-alive for the second time, undead.
Oh, and everybody jumps out of the car.
And he that's not the man that you fell in love with anymore. And all he does, he turns off the radio,
reaches
and then he gets in the back seat and just sits there.
Yep. That whole scene when they're in the car, he's like, turn down the music.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
All right. I thought that was really funny.
It was.
That's not the man that you fell in love with.
Click.
And he just turns off the radio, and then he goes back to the back seat, and that's all we see of Philip. That was it. I thought that was really funny.
The Queen on the jukebox.
Yeah, that's the only Queen song I actually like.
That one, I do like the best friend song.
Oh, at the end?
At the end. I
credits?
do like that one.
Do you?
I do.
See, I'm not really a fan of that song.
But I do like Don't Stop Me Now.
Yeah. Every time I hear that song, I think
of that scene where
I
they're
start doing like
beating
the head bob
Yep.
that Barbara and Di are
Dyer in
doing
the back
with the pool sticks,
as they're beating
the beating up Big Al.
Big Al.
I thought that was funny. Kill the queen, and Dave goes, "What?
Yep. The jukebox.
Oh yeah, okay." Oh
He
my
runs
god!
to the back and starts flipping the breakers,
And it's
on
to the
rhythm.
tune of the music.
the rhythm of the music,
Yep.
and then you see zombies everywhere, and he's like calling more.
Mm-hmm. I like how the whole fight sequence is to the tune of that song.
Oh yeah,
It's keeping
you mean
beat
to the rhythm
or to the rhythm. Yeah,
that?
it's keeping rhythm with Queen.
Nope.
I thought that was really cool how they did that.
It's creepy. It's a creepy movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's suspenseful. It's not really super gory. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, and it's one of Gunner's favorite movies. He sat with us when we watched it and quoted it
Yeah.
word for word.
He does often.
Anytime it gets to the part where there's a bad word, he'll look at us and be like, "Can I say it just this one time?"
And he was like, and we had to tell him, Gunnar, will you chill?
You just stop. Overuse.
He's every time that he would say a line and the word "fuck" was in it, he would 4 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, he gets so excited to say
It's
it.
4 in the fucking. Can I say it? Can I say the F word? Can I just say it one time? You can say it once, and then he just kept saying it every time.
Yep.
Oh my god,
It's a good movie. Honestly,
It really
though,
is.
if you haven't seen it by now, that's a you problem, and you need to go see it.
Yes.
If you have seen it, go watch it again.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else.
Is that it?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this episode. But before we go, we need you all to do us a favor. And that is on Saturday, this coming Saturday, yes,
The 18th.
the 18th, we will be live. We will be live streaming and doing Taproom Radio.
Yep.
Two shows at the same time.
Exact same time.
And-
I'll probably be running the radio since you do the
Yeah.
live stuff on your phone.
We could do both.
Yeah, we switch off.
Yeah.
But no, we will be live at Halloween Life,
Go ahead.
located here in the good old city of Louisville, Kentucky.
From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
So make sure you guys tune in. We're going to have some spooky tunage
Yes.
to get you in the Halloween mood since we are halfway to Halloween, baby.
Yep. We certainly is.
Super excited for this. I like the spooky stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can't grab some vendors to interview, and maybe I know that they're going to have some belly dancers.
Okay.
And then of course we'll interview our good buddy Rob and Katrina.
Yes. Shout out to Rob and Katrina for really putting this whole thing on and
Hell
inviting us to come be a part of it.
Absolutely. So make sure if you guys like Halloween music, you tune in to the radio station. We'll drop links. We'll also drink. We'll do that too.
Yeah.
We will be dropping links to their stuff all over their socials as well.
Yep.
So that you can see what they're doing and what we're doing.
And stay locked into all of our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter X for just us promoting this and trying to get the word out for it because we want it to go off with a bang.
Absolutely.
A bang.
Bang.
Yep. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yes.
I'm also looking forward to what we're doing after it. D&D.
D&D created a monster.
It's going to be so... I'm so stoked for this weekend.
This whole entire week is
Yeah.
like spookified.
It is.
Like
It is.
spooky because we've got the Shaun of the Dead coming out
Yeah.
on Monday or today if you're listening, and then we've got Halloween Life on Saturday, and then our mansion, the haunted mansion stuff,
Yeah.
D&D game that we're playing.
And...
So, go ahead.
And I was going to just say, tune in next week when we hit part 2 of our Cornetto Trilogy revisit, when we do 2007's Hot Fuzz with a very special guest, one of my best pals
And I love him.
in the whole wide world.
I love him.
AJ, a.k.a. The Stone from the Raunchy Regret podcast, is going to be stopping by because this is one of his all-time favorite movies.
And so blessed and graced with his presence on this.
Oh, God, yes.
It's going to be fun.
I'm stoked.
Or it's going to be a disaster. Or it's going to be a fun disaster.
It certainly is. And, yeah. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys for listening. 5 stars on Spotify or anywhere you listen to podcasts. And we will see you next time. Tab, take us out of here.
As As always, thanks for listening to this episode. Don't forget to check out our link tree at linktr.ee/Gray's Taproom Podcast 2. You will find many ways to support us. Buy us a coffee because we will be hung over after this episode. You can subscribe to our Patreon. 3 tiers are available for you. Get your buzzed on for $3, get tipsy for $5, or fully loaded for $10.
Don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and always drink responsibly.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Taproom closed.
Good night.
Bye.